Gentlemen, what's going on? Anything new? Yeah? Wow. This whole coronavirus thing, right? Little bit weird, and it's scary. And I know this is kind of a random video and one that I debated. Actually, I was against it. I'm like, I'm not going to talk about coronavirus. But the more we kind of get into this and the more that comes out and the more people that are affected, I just wanted to come on and do a quick video and sort of talk a little bit about sort of how it's affected me, and maybe just give you some idea and tips of how to handle this really scary time. You know, in my lifetime, I can only really remember being like scared like this like twice, right? The first time was 9/11. Like that 9/11 attack, it rocked me to my core. It also rocked our nation to the core in the US. And that was one of the first times I really felt like I was just like out of control. Like I had no control over the situation. And watching people running from the buildings and being scared, I mean, it affected me greatly. And it changed the way that I saw the world. It changed the way that I handled myself in public. And I think it really had a lasting impact on how we as a society sort of deal with things. It changed us. And this whole coronavirus thing, I feel like it's another like moment in time where it's going to change us. I mean, literally, I have washed my hands more in the past week than I have like my entire life. And I have never been like somebody who has like been like super scared of like worst case scenarios. I'm not a prepper. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. None of that. But this one, at first I was like, oh no, it's just like, you know, it's like a bad cold. It's kind of like the flu. And the more we sort of get into it, the more I'm like, this is actually not super good. I'm not the type of guy that gets totally freaked out of things that they can't control and things that they can't change. But this is a situation where I feel like it's important for us to take care of ourselves and take care of other people. And so a few of the modifications that I've made personally for me is I don't go to Starbucks in the morning to sit there and work. The other day I was sitting there, I think it was like on Monday, I'm like looking around at all these people. I'm looking at this like scuzzy desk that I sit at. I'm thinking to myself, I might not want to come here. And so I get my coffee to go and I come to my office and work in the morning. Something else I recently did, as of like Wednesday, I stopped going to the gym. Now, I'm fortunate because I've got weights and stuff in my home. That was one of the reasons why I did that. But if you're somebody who does go to the gym, maybe this is the time to sort of go exercise outside, find a park, do pull-ups, push-ups, body weight exercises. Go to the store, buy some dumbbells, do home workouts, get creative. Because that's one of the things, you know, gyms are like cesspools in terms of bacteria and just funkiness, right? And so I've chosen to stop going to the gym. Other things, really, it's just about being smart and being safe and making sure you're being as clean as possible. Friday sushi night with my wife turned into Friday takeout sushi night with my wife. You know, so little modifications like that. And also, obviously, like washing my hands and making sure that I'm, you know, staying as clean as possible. Something else that I do, and I've been doing for a long time, is every day, twice a day, I actually clean out my sinuses with like one of those like Neely Med like squeeze bottles. You know, I feel like this is something that will help you in terms of just overall health and keeping like germs and stuff out of your sinus cavity. But I don't know, I'm not a doctor. Something else that I decided was that I was going to kick its ass. And what I mean by that is I decided to not have a victim helpless mindset. I'm going to choose not to be a victim to this situation. I'm going to be smart. I'm going to adjust my lifestyle, but I'm going to take control. But if at the end of the day, I end up contracting coronavirus like so many of us will, you know how I'm going to handle it then? I'm going to kick its mother ass. If you're with me, gentlemen, drop me one of these to be like, yo, coronavirus, you can suck it. Because even if you come, even if you bring it, I'm going to beat your ass. Come on, exactly. Gentlemen, you are strong. Your body is amazing, and you can do this. But do not fall into the victim mindset. That is one of the worst things that we can do. Being scared, I understand. And I was scared, and I'm still a little bit, you know, freaked out about it. But I don't choose to live in fear. I'm going to adjust my life to not be dumb, but I'm not going to let it win, gentlemen. Don't let it win. You know, life will get back to normal, I promise you. In terms of when, I don't know. But you just got to take care of yourself in the meantime. Start exercising. Go outside. Go for a run. Do some squats, push-ups. Do whatever you need to do. But just take care of yourself. Things are going to be different for a little while. I think life is going to be kind of a little bit on hold, but it doesn't mean that it's got to stop, right? It doesn't mean that you need to live in fear. it means that you need to just take control of the things that you can control and just be safe. And doing this video, that's one little thing that I can control, and it makes me feel better. And, I just wanted to reach out and connect to you guys and let you know that you're not alone, and this will pass eventually. I don't know how long we're going to deal with it, but it will pass. We as a world are super strong. And what I learned from 9/11 is that nothing brings us together as a society like crisis. And we are pretty damn amazing when we do that. It's funny, when we deal with big things like this, all the small bullshit, it just melts away. Like, we don't think about the things that don't really matter. It is a way of kind of shaking us up and forcing us to look at what really matters. And for that, it's actually, I think, a good thing. And so, anyway, not that this virus or this situation or the fact that people are getting sick and dying is a good thing, but I think that it was a wake-up call, and I think that this is definitely going to be changing the way that we live. I think that we are going to be more protected. I think that we are going to be more diligent about being clean and just taking care of each other. And so I just wanted to do this video and let you know that you're not alone. I love you. It will get better, I promise. And until things get back to normal, just be good to yourself. But I'll see you tomorrow, because grooming and looking sexy, it doesn't stop. Gentlemen, I think you're amazing. Take care of yourself, all right? Be safe. Don't be weak. Don't freak out, but be smart. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.